Hello, my name is Allie, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Mystic Destiny, Serendipity of Aeons, Hikaru's route, and we are almost done. I can feel it. We're getting very close to the ending. Now, of course, like right before I started this, there's actually a new deluxe edition of this game, which I really don't think I'll play it. If you really want to see that, go for it. Like, let me know, but as of right now, I don't think I'd want to play it due to the fact that we are so close to the end of this, and I was already planning on another game that I already have, and so yeah, if you truly want to see it, that will be later, but let me know in the comments. Let's go. What options do you have? You three are low-tier gods. I think even I could take you in a fight. Just try it, freak.
Shut up. You have the honor of speaking to me, so you damn well better pay attention.
The hooded gods fall silent, and I feel thankful for the first time not to be on the receiving end of Tsuneka's wrath.
I will ask you once again, why the hell did you kill Tokyo?
Because it would hurt you.
What?
You wanted to know the answer, so we told you. You were nothing but trouble in the divine realm, prancing around with your oh-so-special time magic.
So disrespectful of everyone and the rules. Did you really think we, as self-respecting gods, would let that go?
We thought we'd teach you a lesson you wouldn't forget. Punish that damn arrogant attitude of yours.
It doesn't matter how weak you think we are.
We're still your elder gods, and we deserved respect. We knew you'd go nuts on the humans and break all the rules. We figured you'd get exiled, or your godhood stripped, or killed, whatever the council decided. Anything was better than spending thousands of years with your shitty attitude, playing jokes on everyone.
I didn't realize I gave these two the same voices, but oh well.
The council was working on deciding what to do with you, when the half-human and sorceress sealed you away.
Solved our problem for us, neat and tidy. Thanks for that, by the way.
The god nods to Hikaru, and I feel my fist tighten into a ball.
You were just using everyone? And then you blame the humans for it?
Tsuneka's voice is barely above a whisper when she finally speaks.
That's why Tokyo is gone? Because you were tired of me?
You're disgusting. How dare you call yourself gods?
I see some things never change, no matter the era. Tsuneka's head falls down to her chest, her hair covering her face.
But she snaps out a hand, and upon clenching it, all three gods scream in agony.
Galen casually strides closer to Tsuneka. He casts a single lazy glance at the screaming gods before turning his focus onto her.
Simply wiping these three out of existence is a waste. You do as you please, but in this case, we might have a use for them.
Tsuneka doesn't change her position, and the gods' screams echo throughout the dimension.
Use them for what? They're fucking useless.
I propose a trade. Their lives for that of your lover.
Tsuneka's head snaps up and the god's screaming stops.
What?
Ah, it makes sense. A life for a life. But these gods, who knows what their fates will be? I can't say I'm comfortable with it, but it's not my place to judge here.
Tsuneka floats to Galen and stares at him.
Can you really do it, Galen? Can you really bring Tokyo back?
Yes, a simple enough matter. With these three to even the scales, it will be easy enough.
Then please do it. Do whatever you need to do.
Very well. Come then. We will do what needs to be done.
Galen turns to face us.
As for you two, well done. We will meet again soon. Thank you, Galen.
I nod along vigorously, realizing that I have come to have some sort of affection for this ancient god.
Yes, thank you.
Galen raises his hands, his fingers poised to snap.
Bye.
Oh, return to present. Cosmos of the Last Sorceress. Final chapter. I'm completely disoriented by the sudden change in scenery, as well as feeling, ow, I hit my hand on my keyboard. Nice. I'm completely disoriented by the sudden change in scenery, as well as feeling solid floor beneath my feet. I'm unsteady, but manage not to fall. Hikaru's hand shoots out to grab my arm anyway.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little tired and confused. I can't believe I'm actually finally back here.
Me neither.
Hikaru transforms back to his normal self, and I find myself on the verge of tears. This Hikaru. It feels like it's been ages since I've seen him. Well, I guess it has been. But he was unconscious the whole time. And those other Hikarus weren't him. He doesn't remember any of that stuff. Pain shoots through my heart, but I'm happy too. I'm so relieved that I finally was able to save him.
Mother?
Oh, I was like, wait, did he just call us mother? That's kind of creepy. No. I realize there's another woman in the room. She walks towards Hikaru with tears in her eyes, her arms outstretched. He meets her in a hug, and she doesn't let go. Hikaru, I'm so glad you're alive. My heart squeezes painfully, but in a good way. Because the entire time I was fighting for Haruka too. So many emotions, and I don't remember the last time I slept. I'd better sit down. I managed to wobble my way over to the floor cushions and sink down. I sigh what's probably the deepest sigh of relief I've ever had in my life. Haruka spends a few moments examining Hikaru, asking him if he's all right and checking him over while he insists that he is. Finally, Haruka looks at me. Munchie, thank you. In the end, you were able to save him. Huh? Oh, I guess so. I actually don't really know what happened in the end. Why Hikaru revived when he did. That's simple. Haruka giggles. Well, I figured it out anyway. You had a piece of Hikaru's soul fragment within you. What? How is that even possible? I don't know. I guess because you were there when his soul was fragmented. It attached to you. But I'm not Hikaru. So how could that happen? I'd say he bonded with you because your soul vibrates at a similar frequency as someone he cared about a lot. Shizuka. Right. Of course he'd cling to Shizuka. But now that I look at the two of you, I don't think that's it at all. I think when you tried to sacrifice yourself to protect Hikaru, it was Hikaru's will to protect you that released it. His will to protect me? Haruka smiles and walks over to me. I scramble to get up, and she gives me a tight hug. That's all I'll say. I believe Hikaru knows the rest. Thank you so much. I can never repay either of you. But I promise, from now on, I'll watch over both of you. I did it because he deserved it, that's all. And thank you, but that sounds like a lot of work, trying to watch two people at a time. Haruka giggles again. I don't think it'll be as much effort as you think. Haruka waves. Farewell. We'll speak again soon. With that, Haruka disappears in the blink of an eye. I'm left standing, stunned and overwhelmed by everything she just said. Hikaru comes to stand next to me then, nearly giving me a heart attack with the intense look in his eyes.
Munchie, we need to talk.
Oh, okay. My heart pounding nervously, I force my weary self back down to the floor. The battle with Tsuneka and all this stress, I think it's finally hitting me. On top of it, I don't even know how to act with Hikaru after all this. I stare at his aqua eyes across the table and give a little smile. Back where we left off, huh? Hikaru sighs and scratches his head.
Yeah, I guess we are. Thanks to you.
So about that. Just how much do you know or remember of everything?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, actually. I remember everything.
You remember... Wait, what? How?
You heard what Mother said. You were carrying a piece of my soul within you. So, It was like I was with you the whole time. The shards the other Hikarus held, and the one you held. I remember everything that happened during those times. It's all kind of jumbled right now, but I think I got it.
Everything? Oh my god. As I try to process all this, Hikaru leans over and grabs my hand. I stare down at his hand in shock, as if it were some strange alien. Wait, she still has the gray hair, like the gray strands? Interesting. He pulls on it a little, and I'm tugged closer to him. Hikaru takes advantage of this to whisper in my ear.
I'm sorry. I know I haven't been good to you.
My face is probably tomato red, and I try to stammer out a reply, but Hikaru leans over and gives me a kiss on the cheek.
I hope that we can start over and make new memories together. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, that's too cute. He leans back and gives me the cutest smile. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Sudden heart attack. That's not fair. How can I say no to that? I give his hand a squeeze, unable to express the depth of everything I'm feeling. I nod. I'd like that.
But first, you should get some rest. If you don't mind, you can sleep in my room. I'll even leave the house.
No! I mean, I spent a long time trying to save you, and I've gone through a lot of crazy things lately. I'd prefer it if you stayed here. I'd feel safer. But I don't think I'll make it home in this state anyway, so I'll sleep here. The thought of sleeping in Hikaru's bed makes me feel incredibly embarrassed. But then I remember that I essentially did that 500 years ago anyway. Oh, this room is nice. I like it. I like the blue. In the end, Hikaru shows me to his room, and I climb in the bed, clothes and all. He stands in the doorway watching me with a peaceful look in his eyes that I've never really seen before.
I'll stand here till you go to sleep.
Actually, could you just sit on the bed? That'd make me feel kind of awkward if you just stood there.
Sure.
Oh, he's blushing. It reminds me of the Tatsuya moment where he's helping her through a nightmare. Is the lady killer really blushing? I don't have much time to think anything else, because the moment Hikaru sits down near me, he grabs my hand. It all feels so warm and comfortable and safe that I instantly fall asleep, completely and utterly at peace for the first time in my life. Final chapter. You know, I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish this final chapter, oh my god, in this episode. We'll see. I hope so. It's the day after Hikaru and I returned to our own timeline. After everything was said and done, it felt like we had been together for ages. Maybe it's because for a short time our souls were together, but even though I didn't admit it, I didn't want to be apart from Hikaru just yet. And it didn't seem like he wanted to part with me either. So after I slept for nearly an entire day and woke up this evening, Hikaru said he'd take me to a small cafe in Showa. He told me that he likes to frequent it any time he needs a late breakfast or early dinner. We stopped by my place so I could finally change out of that damn kimono and came here. As I took my seat, I had a look around, taking in the atmosphere of the place. It's a very quaint and cozy. It's a very quaint and cozy. I think it's supposed to be, it's very quaint and cozy. I'm almost surprised Hikaru comes to a place like this. Unlike Galen or Chisaki's, Chisaki. Oh god, my heart. No, don't make me cry. I haven't really had time to process everything, or anything. And it's confusing to me just to think that Chisaki is alive here, but possibly dead in some other timeline. I have to ask Galen how to fix everything I did. Even thinking about it makes me wary, though.
Are you okay, Munchie?
Munchie. I haven't gotten used to him calling me that. Yeah, it's just none of this shit actually feels real.
You went through a lot in a short period of time. And being in other realms is disorienting for humans, especially ones outside of time.
Yeah, I hope it sinks in soon. I realize how exhausted I am as I begin to eat. Everything since Tsuneka popped up has been so emotionally draining that I feel down about, well, everything. And this feels like such a shallow thing to worry about after all this happened, but I do wonder just what Hikaru and I are exactly. Are we still just teacher and student? Are we friends? Or... I look at Hikaru, who seems to currently be too preoccupied with his meal to notice me. I fight back the urge to sigh. There's still a lot I don't know about him. Like about his family. And what happened in between the time he woke up from being sealed and now. I know there's a time in the future to learn, but I'm curious. I want to know while I can. Especially if he goes back to treating me like he did before. I'm scared that I'll wake up and this will all have been a dream. That I'll just be back in that place. Hikaru? Hikaru looks up from his food mid-bite. I can't help but smile at how unexpectedly childish he looks. It's okay to call you that, right?
I told you once before it was. That still holds true.
Oh, okay, thanks. I was wondering, well, hoping, that you could tell me more about yourself. Hikaru puts down the fork.
I'm not that interesting, but what do you want to know?
I want to know about your school days at Hajiwara. What was it like starting life in this time period?
My school days. Well, Galen helped me get into Hajiwara. Imagine how it felt learning that Lady Shizuka was a patron of the school. I got a job on campus and began studying to be a professor. I didn't know what else to do, but I enjoyed learning about history I had missed. I felt guilty because of it. I wasn't around to help those people. So I thought the least I could do was learn what had happened while I slept. Then I could pass down the knowledge of those mistakes to the new generation. I also wanted to help people. Plus, the pay of a magic professor is pretty high.
Hikaru laughs.
So, it was natural for me to dual major and study that as well. I worked hard to adjusting to the dialect difference and technology here, though it was always a struggle for me. I think I got the hang of it. Other than that, I was pretty popular around campus, I guess. Any divine being's aura immediately attracts other living creatures. Even if you're introverted like me, you're going to be noticed.
Sounds like a curse for an introvert.
No kidding. And my looks attracted a lot of attention too. It's normal for demigods. They tend to be considered very attractive amongst humans. But on a large scale, like a university campus, that was a new experience. I didn't probably always handle it well.
And what about your love life?
Do you really want to know about that? You might not like the answers.
Oh gosh. Should we say yes or no? I'm gonna say, because this can be apparently either or, so I'm just gonna go, nah. On second thought, I don't think I'm ready to hear about it right now. Of course, there's a car that's like super loud outside. Maybe it's something we can talk about later on. Hikaru nods.
All right, a topic for another day then. Anyway, I wanted to kind of apologize for all the crap you've been through for me, but I realized that's probably a massive task that will take a long time. So maybe it could start tonight?
Tonight? You know that I did save you because I wanted to. You don't need to feel obligated.
I just can't help but feel that way. This is who I am. Do you want to go home instead?
I turn it over in my mind. Being alone, after all the scary stuff I've been through, with gods that can pop up anywhere at any time. No, I'm good. I don't mind doing whatever with you. I mean, going wherever.
I'm sure you're still tired though. So I was thinking just relaxing together.
Relaxing together? Sure, sounds good. Relaxing together?
I didn't think we'd so soon. Wait, no. Why am I assuming? What am I assuming? Girl's mind is in the gutter. He can mean anything by that. There's no need to jump to conclusions, Munchie. This is probably a bad time to realize that I don't even know what Hajiwara's policies on student-teacher relationships. Looking at Hikaru, I can't bring myself to ask him either. We quickly finish up eating and leave the cafe together. So this is what you meant by relaxing. Hikaru and I have been talking a stroll. Oh my gosh, there's more errors. I swear this ending has the most errors. Hikaru and I have been taking a stroll around the park. He finishes buying 2 cans of green tea out of the vending machine and hands me one.
Yeah, I like taking walks in the evening. Nothing can beat an evening stroll and tea. Did you have something else in mind?
No, not really. I just wasn't sure what you meant. Hikaru leans out over the railing, looking at the lake. He looks so picturesque against the setting sun that I have to fight with myself not to pull out my phone and take a picture. Hikaru looks back at me and I look away. A gentle breeze tousles my hair, and I move a strand out of my face, tucking it behind my ear.
I thought you'd look nice like that.
Huh?
With the wind in your hair.
Did you just...
And the colors of the sky against your skin. You're really pretty.
Oh, his blush. Hikaru quickly looks away, and I'm not sure if I caught a hint of red on his cheeks, or if it's just my imagination. Thanks. He laughs.
Normally I'm smoother than this, but I can't seem to get my words to come out right now.
I come to stand beside Hikaru at the railing, looking out over the lake too. You don't need to be smooth with me. Just be yourself.
Myself isn't that cool.
Hikaru gives a self-depreciating laugh.
I suddenly want to be cool, but it's not working.
Does that mean that you like me? A silence passes between us.
Maybe it does.
1,000 hopeful feelings bubble up in me, but I squash them down as they come. Is that even okay? If you mean it like I think you do. I mean, 'cause I'm a student. Hikaru shrugs.
Don't know. I've never asked before. It was my personal policy not to get involved with students. I'm sure it doesn't look good, but...
Hikaru leans over towards me and puts an arm around me, drawing me close. Ooh. Being against his muscular body and feeling his body heat through his thin shirt makes my cheeks heat up.
If you're okay with it, I don't care. If there's something I want, I'll find a way to get it. Or someone.
Okay with it? Assuming I'm that someone you want, then yeah. I am really happy and grateful.
You are that someone. And it's me who's eternally grateful to you.
The two of us fall silent, watching the shimmering water, with Hikaru's arm around me. The birds chirp to herald the coming of night, and my tension melts away. For the first time in a long, long time, I feel safe and relaxed. Protected in Hikaru's embrace, I want this feeling to go on forever. I know that whatever troubles the future holds, it's worth it if I can have this feeling. Is this the end? It's the end. Oh my god, we finally finished our first game. Man, it wasn't too bad. I have to say, Hikaru's route was kind of, what's the word? Intense, I guess you can say. It was unexpected, like how deep it got. But anyway, I cannot wait to start the next game, which will be Collar X Malice, if I can get it to work. And yeah, I'm excited. I hope you are enjoying my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.